So I created a group on school called Reading Between the Lies.
Okay.
Because I still miss criminal profiling. I miss being out in the field. But what constantly gets my attention is that manipulators, sociopaths, psychopaths, whatever flavor of problematic people you're dealing with, they all have a predictable pattern.
Yes.
And it usually doesn't deviate that far because problematic people, there's only so many ways people can be problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Just going back to like the techniques of neutralization. When somebody was in court trying to say they didn't commit the crime or whatever, they could deny the injury, they could deny the victim, they can appeal to a higher authority. There's only so many ways somebody could absolve themselves of responsibility.
Okay.
But the one thing you can never do is truly rewrite your history or rewrite the essence of the kind of person you are.
That is true. I believe that.
So you've seen it yourself. Problematic people, the story of their problems and the story of what they're really about is hidden within the past. It's hidden in these past interactions, and they constantly try to reframe their past, which is why, as individuals, we have to be very clear about paying attention to these patterns, to people. Notice what they say, but also notice what they don't say.
Most assuredly.
The chameleons out there. Because at the end of the day, what gives them away is they're not truly good. So you always can eventually find them doing bad things and being happy about it.
That, that is so crystal clear, especially with cereals.
Yep.
Cereals. That is so crystal clear. How could somebody and oh my gosh, I think the chick was she was either a cop and a crime writer who wrote crime books. She worked beside Ted Bundy in a
Mm-hmm.
call center, in a suicide call center.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that this chick who was in law enforcement, who wrote crime novels or detective novels. So she already had a sketch in her mind of a bad guy or of bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
How could she sit next to Ted Bundy all that long time and with her background not recognize that this guy was a monster?
It's because we have incorrect profiles. So a lot of times we have an image of what a problematic person looks like. And one of the books I have behind me, and it helped me a lot when I was in my investigations, is a book called Positioning. And it's a book that talks about how companies position themselves in your mind and makes you forget about other companies. Like if I say, what's the best laundry detergent? Off the bat, I think Tide, and I don't even use Tide.
You know what? I was getting ready to say, Dad.
See, yeah, but they position themselves in your mind. So what a huge trait of manipulators and narcissists is they will position themselves in your mind the way they want you to see them.